La Jetée is a film made of photographs, of bombed-out buildings, of taxidermied animals, of a man falling to the ground, a woman's face. But it's also made up of whispers, of heartbeats, of the roars of airplanes. It feels primitive to the eye and to the ear, even though it tells of the future. It's a time travel story, yet no movie is more frozen in time. It feels like a film in mourning for film, a memorial to itself. The effectiveness of this 1962 short relies on Marker's unsettling soundscape as much as its haunting black and white photos. The soundtrack consists of 3 separate elements, which sometimes overlap: voiceover, musical score, and atmospheric noises. There is also much silence. In the beginning, Marker gives us familiar sounds to situate us in a concrete environment. We hear an airplane's engine roar, soon a woman's voice on the loudspeaker. This is Orly Airport, the primal scene for the film's unnamed protagonist. It is here that he was imprinted forever by a memory, the sight of a man being gunned down on the jetty, and an angelic blonde woman looking on. A nuclear holocaust has obliterated Paris, but these images continue to obsess him. It is this hauntedness, this fixation on a childhood moment, that makes him a prime candidate for a government time travel experiment. In German, scientists, secretly plotting, planning, in the shadowy underground where the survivors have settled. The whispers echo like drips of water in an abandoned alley, until the intrusion of our hero's pulsating heartbeat. These sounds are evocative, experiential, but the music is dreamlike. Trevor Duncan's score is particularly essential to the identity of La Jetée as a mosaic of memory. There's a Stravinsky-esque minimalism at play, but most memorable is the romantic theme, which evokes the mysterious grandeur of Bernard Herrmann's Vertigo score. La Jetée is riddled with references to Hitchcock's film. Vertigo was made just 4 years earlier and was already holding sway over Marker's psyche as it would over so many cinephiles in the coming decades. Marker's film is a tale of obsession, with the memory of a woman, an impossible dream. Her hair is in a bun like Madeleine's in Vertigo. And the obsessed lovers of both films find themselves in front of cross-sections of cut-down redwoods, the trees' rings emphasizing their own ephemerality. The music in La Jetée, familiar to us from Vertigo, yet different, acts as a Madeleine, creating a sense of déjà vu, as parts of Herrmann's own score were intended to recall Wagner's Lieberstad from the opera Tristan und Isolde. La Jetée's score is like a musical hall of mirrors. But the film's most foregrounded use of sound is its narration.
Capable d'imaginer ou de rêver un autre temps, il serait peut-être capable de s'y réintégrer.
This is arguably a film without a star. Its main character is a cipher most expressive when his eyes are covered by a bizarre face mask, its female object of desire and abstraction. So narrator Jean Negroni becomes the film's de facto protagonist. He's an omniscient storyteller along the lines of Orson Welles in The Magnificent Ambersons, but far less authoritative. There is no irony in his voice, but neither is there earnestness. His affectless tone is both reassuring and unsettling, a transmission from a post-apocalyptic world. Perhaps Negroni's is the voice of a scientist, one of the only people privy to the tortured mind of La Jetée's central lost soul. The most remarkable and inexplicable sound in La Jetée accompanies a heart-stopping visual revelation. A moving image. The soundtrack is overwhelmed by bird calls. The cut back to the desolate present is unkind. Here there are no birds, no signs of animal life at all. He was so close to truly living in that moment with her, and the film was about to let her be more than a frozen image. At the end, the protagonist has his moment of clarity at his moment of death. We know what he is thinking. But I've always wondered, what is the woman thinking, the one who witnesses? Will she now be imprinted forever with this violent memory? Marker never tells us. The only sounds we hear are airplanes landing or lifting off for unknown destinations.